Hi, I'm Nicolette Machado, and I'm a licensed clinical social worker at the Immaculate Heart of Mary Counseling Center in Lincoln, Nebraska. This Mental Health Minute is about communication. Our ability to communicate impacts every area of our lives. Our career, friendships, family connection, and romantic relationships are all shaped by the way that we communicate. And breakdowns in communication can have far-reaching consequences, while strong communication can result in success, intimacy, and self-improvement. Great communication techniques come naturally to some people, but that's not always the case. So while improving your communication isn't something you can do overnight, the good news is that improvement doesn't have to be a complex process. All you need are a set of effective communication strategies to follow in your day-to-day life. Fundamentally, communication is the process by which we share information, ideas, and intentions with each other. We communicate with each other in many ways, but most commonly, we communicate verbally, or the way that we speak to others. Behaviorally, things like our gestures, appearance, or facial expression, and through writing. Think about how often you use emails and texts these days. Being able to communicate through writing is a vital skill. There are many subtle ways of ineffective communication. This can include things like difficulty in listening. Communication is a two-way street, and being able to listen is just as important as being able to express yourself. Distraction. Think about how much a ringing phone can impact you when you're trying to listen to someone and how it feels to be the other person when they're working hard to express themselves to you. Making assumptions. Whether we're settling ourselves into ideas about another person's intentions and interpreting their behaviors without clarifying, or we assume someone should read our minds, our intentions, thoughts, and feelings. Making assumptions can lead to huge communication breakdowns. And passive communication. Well, it's understandable that we may be reluctant to share things that make us uncomfortable. It's necessary for effective communication. So what are a few tips or strategies for communicating effectively? One, we can practice active listening. Not only will this help others feel more appreciated and respected, but will also help us make sure what we say next in conversation is on point and help us to move the conversation forward. Two, remove distraction, especially technology. This means that you shouldn't be checking your emails, playing video games, looking at texts, typing away on the computer when you're having a dialogue with somebody. Third, we can prepare for tricky conversations. Not all conversations are easy. Some are more comfortable than others. If you know that you're going into a tricky conversation, it's good to practice. You can practice with yourself, you can practice with another person, but that can help us feel a greater sense of peace as we're entering difficult conversations. Fourth, we edit, edit, and edit again, right? It's all too easy to write up a quick response to something and hit send without reading it again. But this is a surefire way to end up sending a messy or emotionally intense bit of written communication. We can work on our eye contacts. Maintaining eye contact during a conversation is a good way to show that you're listening, which is a core part of effective communication. And then we can also watch our nonverbal cues. We need to be aware of our body language and our facial expressions when we're talking with somebody. So we really shouldn't be doing things like eye rolling, sucking our teeth, crossing our arms. Changing our communication patterns isn't easy, but with commitment and practice, we can do it. If you're interested in this or other mental health topics, please go to the YouTube page for Catholic Social Services of Southern Nebraska and subscribe.